It's a show about all the things probably not to do. Uh,
Hi guys, how are you today?
hey, Lucia,
Good,
how are you?
Lucia. Hey.
Hey, so well, congratulations on another season. And I really want to ask you because I really like that your characters, like we see them grow, from each season. We see them with so many layers, and I really love that. So I really wanted to ask you what kind of journey are they going through this season?
I think there's some growth. I think there's
Yeah.
some exploration. I think, yeah, I think they're trying new parts of themselves, if that makes sense. They're exploring new parts of themselves.
How about you, Spencer? What would you say?
That just made me laugh. I think we've been exploring each other's parts for a few seasons now.
Yeah.
No, no, no. Uh, yeah. I think this season's very different. I think we're I don't know. I feel like the truth is coming out for a lot of these characters, and as the truth comes out, it kind of molds them into a different sort of person than they have been. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, completely. And we have seen them, make mistakes and learn from their mistakes. What do you think they will be learning or, their most learned lesson so far?
That's a great question. What's this
Maybe.
best learn? Yeah, please go.
Oh, sure. Well, I don't know how much I can talk about specific lessons because I don't know what we can give away, but I will say that people get a little savvier to Steven's ways, and that's an interesting thing to play. And it seems to be a pretty big revelation of this season. So I don't even know if I answered that question. I'm sorry. I hope that I just kept talking. Go
I
ahead.
think that's okay. And Brandon, something you want to add? Should we?
I think a good lesson that potentially could have been learned is that it's okay to just let things go sometimes and let people go sometimes. I don't know if people take that lesson, but I think that's a good lesson for the entire show is that like sometimes it's good to just let them go.
That's a great lesson for the show and for life.
Yeah,
I
right, right.
agree. So, in the show, we see one character at one point. He says, like, none of these people will know each other in the next 10 years. So I really wanted to ask you if you still get along with friends from childhood, high school, or, college, high school, childhood friends. What do you think about that? And if you still, have relationships with them?
Yeah, I all of my closest friends are from high school actually still.
Really?
I think one is from middle school, but out of my closest friends, they're all from probably freshman year, if not earlier. So I think I'm a rare case in that maybe, especially because people move around so much now. But yeah.
How about you, Spencer?
Yeah, I have friends from college and high school, and I've got some friends who feel like family that I've known since kindergarten. And what was the question? I'm sorry.
Oh, if you, that was the question. No,
Oh,
Spencer,
that
you're
was the
doing great.
question.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
Oh,
the
I remember the
question.
question now. But if any of them were, behaved like people in this show, they probably wouldn't be my friends still. I'm doing
No, it
great.
was.
You're doing
You
great,
can
I'm
still
sir.
doing
get along,
great.
with. Yeah, that
Yeah.
great, great answer. That was
Good.
great.
Good.
So
Good.
we have like a bunch of seasons already, and I really wanted to ask you about the evolution of you guys working on this set and shooting because you started maybe not knowing each other or not knowing so many people on set, and now you all know each other. So I really wanted to talk about what was the transition there and how do you feel acting, in that sense, in a set it must be so much different, is it?
I think I personally am a lot more relaxed.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I think season one I felt a little tense. It's the first time you're doing everything with everybody, and first time on a show and being on camera as much and all these new things, which was fun for me, but I was a little tense. But you know, as the seasons progressed and I got more comfortable, it was really easy to kind of get back into it with everybody. So that was really nice. I know Spencer has more experience being on shows and working.
Oh, so much, so much. No, but it was great because everyone did kind of hit it off pretty immediately, which was pretty great. And then that makes the work day so much better from the beginning. So that was a big thing. But as to what you were saying, Brandon, it is as time goes on, you do get more comfortable and you get to know the characters more. It's like if you watch any pilot of any show, if you love a show and you go back and watch the pilot, it doesn't really feel like the show. And that is we've been lucky to go for a few seasons now where now we kind of all sink into it.
Yeah.
And to wrap up, I think that this is a very interesting show because it seems one thing when you're like, okay, maybe you have no idea what it's about, you watch the trailer and it's like, yeah, it seems like a romantic show, but it's so much more than that. So I would really wanted to ask you, for someone who has never seen the show and doesn't have any idea of what it's about, how would you define it or sell it to them?
It's a show about all the things probably not to do.
I love it.
When they say a cautionary tale, they used to say, which is kind of true. It's like, if you were to do all the wrong things, this is kind of the outcome and the life you would have to live. That's how I would describe it.
I love it. Spencer, something to add?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say to most people, it's a fun peek into a world if you did all the wrong things, and then for the unfortunate people who are watching who happen to have been in those situations, that's too bad, and hopefully you can learn something about yourself as you're watching it, and connect with it in that way, and
yes, I love it. I love it.
I don't. Yeah.
No, I love it. Well, thank you guys so much for your time.
Thank
you
you.
seem really great, and really hope to see you in another junket.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lucia.